Okay, well, I'm about to have another session. I've been doing a lot of experimenting the last few days, and got a new table to put my stuff on, and I've also been experimenting with shortwave radio, and I'm going to continue to do that. I've been reading a book. In fact, I finished the book now by Anna Cardoso, who's done a lot of research into DRV's direct radio voices. And she's a very interesting person. I'm currently reading the research article that she's published in the back of the book. Interesting. I'm not done with it yet, and I'll be going over a critique of it later on. As I've mentioned in my previous post, I've done research myself. I'm trained in research. I've been published in scientific journals, and so I have some comments on her research. There's some issues with it, with Annabella Cardoso's research, but I'll be going over this later on. It's not, so far I haven't found anything really egregious, but there's still problems with it, so I feel obligated to critique it. That's what real scientists do. And I don't sense that she's doing anything intentionally wrong, as some in this field, I believe, do on a regular basis. Here, I'll move one of my other little crystals in front of my my guitar amplifier. I got lots of crystals around. Not that they make any difference at all in any of this. Here's another one. Let's see if I can move any of them into the field of view. Kind of cool, huh? And today I'm going to use my Koss hacked radio. Again, I have to hold this button. I'm going to give a 5-minute session, and that's going to be followed by another session on my shortwave radio. Again, the technique is different with that than it is with hacked radios and using spirit boxes, but I'll be following Annabella Cardoso's method, which is rather interesting too. Some of her responses are really intriguing, so might as well try it, huh? With that in mind, I am going to now turn on my Koss radio. Actually, I just have to turn on my amplifier. And let me see if I can turn on... Oh, you know what? I have to stop. It's not all set up yet. Okay, I've got things plugged in. Whoops, knocked one of my crystals over. As I said, they are completely meaningless, but they look pretty, so why not? I am now going to conduct a session with my Koss hacked radio. As I've mentioned before, I have to hold the button down, and I will run it in reverse, and let's see if I can see it. I've got it. I have to look at it. I'm going to have it on AM. So by pressing this button down, it will go in reverse, or search the bands in reverse. What am I doing here? Did I turn up the wrong button? I sure did. Okay, here we go. I'm on a 5-minute session, and I'm running it now. And let's see if I get anything. And I'm going to turn up the radio a bit too. Turn up the volume. Got a bit of delay on it. And hello, my name is Jeff. Is there anybody here? someone here, I would really like to hear from you. I'm also running around. I really would like to hear from you. By the way, I'm using a little bit different setup. I've got a much better microphone attached to my cell phone. I'm going to turn down the reverb a little bit. And if there's anybody here, please say hello. Family spirits, guardian angels, spirits, guides, or as Anna Cardoso says, communicators. Please say hello. A little bit more of the signal come through. Someone there? I'm not sure, but I thought I heard something. Do you like my crystals? I've got 4 of them here. I've got a 5th one. I guess I didn't bring them to my new table. Could you speak a little louder? It's a little bit too loud. I'd very much like to hear from you. What do you think of my setup? This radio's done fairly well in the past. It seems like you're trying to say something to me today. I'm hearing some low-level voices. for just a moment. I'm going to turn off the noise gate, the delay, and the reverb. And I'm going to turn down, there we go. Now this is just pure radio. So if there's anybody there that would like to speak with me, patience. Patience is good. I'm going to give you about 30 more seconds. I know it feels like someone's trying to communicate. Now it seems to have stopped. I'm going to say goodbye for now. I'll be right back. I'm going to bring out a shortwave radio. I'll be right back. Okay. I'm going to turn off my Koss. And I'm going to turn this off, and I'll be right back with my shortwave radio. Okay, I'm back again, and I am going to use a shortwave radio. As I mentioned, this is a technique that I've recently learned from Anna Cardoso, and I'm going to put it on just one frequency. I've been trying a different frequency every night. She calls these direct radio voices, not EVPs. EVPs are what she describes as sounds that are recorded directly into tape recorders without any background noises, white noise, radio static, or whatnot. So it's a little bit different technique. I'm going to turn it on now, and I'm going to record for 5 minutes. Oh, I have to unlock it. Okay, it's now on, and I've got some presets here. Let's see, the frequency I did last night was, this is the third preset that I've tried. I've only posted one on, but I didn't get anything last night. It's shortwave band, 13,250 kilowatts. This is a government, apparently a government reserved frequency, and therefore there's no noise on it. And I'm going to start asking questions pretty soon. Let's see. Turn up the volume. I think I can turn on there we go, the light so we can see it. And I'm going to begin. And I'm going to go for 5 minutes. Oops, that's the game. Hello, my name is Jeff. Can you tell me your name? Are there any spirits out there? If there are, I'd really like to hear from you. Any spirits, guardian angels, spirit guides, any of my ancestors, family members, communicators. Apparently, Anna Cardoso even claims she's spoken with pets. I'm making a cat hair on my microphone. Got a cat. She's got fur all over everything. Heck, I'd be happy to hear from any of my deceased pets. If there's anyone out there, I'd very much like to hear from you. My name is Jeff. And if this this is your preferred mode of communication, I'd really like to hear from you. You like these crystals? I think they're kind of pretty. What do you think? This is some rose quartz here. Presumably this is just some, I think this is smoky quartz. I don't know what this is. It's pretty. And then some clear quartz. Just adds this nice little touch, huh? What do you think? Like the top here, let me move this over a little bit. And I'm going to lift up the antenna, a really long antenna. As I lift up the antenna, I think this is the signal. But if there's nothing on the frequency, it doesn't make any difference anyways, but heck, can't hurt, right? My name is Jeff. What's your name? If there are any spirits there, say hello. I'm using a much better microphone than I have in the past. That's attached to my phone. Considerably better microphone. If you can hear me, you can speak through this radio. At least I hope you can try to speak through the radio, through the static. I'm going to give you about 30 more seconds. Before I say goodbye. Hope you're doing well wherever you are. Okay. Well, it's time for me to say goodbye for right now. And I hope you're having a good day, or a good evening, or wherever it is you may be. And thank you for trying to communicate with me. Goodbye. Okay, the last thing I'm going to try, and I'm not going to put this whole thing on, but the difference between using hacked radios and shortwave radios and so forth is that they allegedly create a background sound which spirits somehow use and manipulate to communicate from wherever they are. However, that's different than an EVP. EVPs, is my understanding, are use just a recorder and no sounds, and you cannot hear them while you're recording, but only upon playback. So this is a Tascam recorder. It's my latest recorder, and I think it's become my favorite. So I'm going to put this on, and I'm going to do 5 minutes worth, but I'm not going to post it all online just because it's too long. So I'll turn it on. And I press the button, and I press it again. There we go, and it's now recording. I don't know if you can see that. Oops. Well, it was recording right there. You may or may not be able to see it. And yes, I think it's probably 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm always up late. And so if there are any spirits out there, I'd appreciate you trying to talk into this device. I cannot hear you right now, but upon playback, if you communicate with me, then that's called an EVP, electronic voice phenomena. And I'd appreciate if you tried doing that. So I'll be trying different strategies each time I do a session. Once again, my name is Jeff. If you're a spirit, a benign spirit, I should say, a guardian angel, a spirit guide, a communicator, or whatever you may be, as long as you're a nice person, please feel free to talk into this and say hello. I'd like to hear if anybody can hear me. If so, how many of you are there, and what your feelings are about all of this. Just say hello. In the event I do get something, then I will probably make a video of it. But right now, we shall see. As I mentioned a moment ago, I've got different crystals here. I've got, I've got this cute little clear one, a rose quartz. I don't know what this is. Malachite, jade, or something. I don't think it's malachite. Maybe jade. It's got cracks in it, but it's still pretty. I think this is probably smoky quartz. Do you like those? Let's see. This one's got a little bit of a chip in it, but that's not big of a deal. It's still kind of pretty. If there's anybody there and you can hear me, are you alive? Are you dead? Are you from the earth? Are you from... Have you been a human? Or are you something else? Okay, I'm going to shut this off. At least I'm going to stop recording at this... I'm not going to stop recording, but I'm going to stop the video at this point. For those of you who are watching, have a great day, great evening, whatever time of day it is that you happen to be watching. And I'm going to continue recording for another 2 minutes.